finally have official information on the brand new 2019 Ford Ranger. This is the North American United States version of the Ranger, and I had an opportunity to go and see two versions of this, the extended cab and a crew cab, and I wanted to share everything we know so far about the new Ranger with you. And right off the bat, let's start with the powertrain. And there is only one choice. It's a surprise. Ford is going to use 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine and a 10-speed automatic transmission. You might be asking, is there going to be a manual transmission? Nope. Are there going to be multiple engine options? Nope. When asked about it, Ford says this powertrain combination is the end-all solution to the Ranger. So how much power will the 2.3 liter turbocharged EcoBoost engine produce in the Ranger? We don't know this for sure yet. Ford did not release that information. In the Ford Mustang, a very similar version of this engine produces 310 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. So what does the Ford Ranger have to compete against? Well, there is a Toyota Tacoma with a 3.5 liter V6 with 278 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque. There's a Chevy Colorado and the GMC Canyon, which are using the 3.6 liter V6 with 308 horsepower, which is a high horsepower number. So the 310 horsepower in the Ranger sounds feasible if Ford wants to go above all of the competitors. The 350 pound-feet of torque figure, if that's going to be true for the Ranger, that's going to be an awesome amount of torque for a mid-size pickup truck, but it's not going to beat the 2.8 liter Duramax turbo diesel that's available in the Chevy Colorado and the GMC Canyon. We'll have to wait and see exactly how much power Ford will specify. We will also have to wait for the fuel economy numbers. Those are not going to be available for a while. The United States version of the Ranger is going to be available in 3 trim levels: XL, XLT, and Lariat. And there are also going to be several trim packages: the SXT, the Sport, and also the FX4, as well as an FX2. So what does this all mean? Obviously the XL is the work truck trim level, and the Lariat is a fully optioned, luxurious trim level for the Ranger. The FX4 is their off-road offering, and it's going to have several high-tech features. Terrain management system, similar to the one used in the Ford Raptor, the F-150 Raptor currently. And there's going to be a new feature called trail control. And this is basically cruise control at lower speeds for off-roading. So all you have to do is steer. The function of this system sounds very similar to the crawl control system in the current Toyota Tacoma. And we'll have to see how well this works. But Ford says you'll be able to use the trail control system at slightly higher speeds, up to about 20 miles an hour when off-roading. Ford says they have paid special attention to the frame of the truck. It's high-strength steel for the most part, but the cab and the bed of the truck are not all aluminum, as you might have thought. Ford is going to use aluminum for the hood and the tailgate of the new Ranger, but the rest of the body and the bed components are going to be made out of steel. What about the looks of the truck? Well, from afar it looks very, very similar to the version that currently is in Europe and in Asia. But Ford did something special for North America. They put the steel front bumper and also a steel rear bumper, because you can see a clear-cut line between where the bumper is and where the grille and the headlight elements are. Also, they've kind of rounded some of the corners as far as the design is concerned. On the Lariat version, you will be able to get LED headlights and unique taillights as well that have built-in radar for blind spot detection. And Ford says it will also have blind spot detection with a trailer of up to 33 feet in length. You'll be able to specify the trailer length and the radar system will adjust. So that's a handy towing feature. But Ford did not announce payload numbers or towing numbers. The Ranger is going to be available in two configurations: extended cab with a longer bed and a crew cab with a short bed, basically same wheelbase. And the overall dimensions of the truck are going to be nearly identical to those in Europe and Asia. The extended cab version still uses the clamshell rear doors, which I'm not a big fan of. The crew cab is a full 5-person cab, and you can also get spray and bed liner and all of the features that you would expect from an American truck or a truck like the F-150, the bigger brother. When you get the FX4 package, you're also gonna get underbody protections, skid plates, which are steel, specially tuned off-road shocks. The terrain management system is gonna have several modes. First, there's the normal mode. Then there's a grass, gravel, and snow mode, which adjusts the throttle sensitivity and the stability control system. Then there's the mud and ruts mode, which can be accessed in 4-wheel drive high. And there's a sand mode, which allows most slip, also can be used in 4-wheel drive high. The Ranger will have a transfer case, so you'll be able to select 4-wheel drive high or low gearing. And there is a Dana e-locker in the rear, but the front differential is going to be open, which I'm a little bit surprised about. The trucks I saw had Hankook Dynapro ATM off-road tires that you've seen on other manufacturers' trucks like the Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. And the Ranger is going to be loaded with a lot of technology features. It's going to have the 4G Ford Pass Wi-Fi connectivity, pre-collision assist, lane keep assist and warning, adaptive cruise control, and Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and the new Ford Plus Alexa feature. The two trucks I saw were early pre-production units that were built specifically for the Detroit Auto Show. And Ford will launch the 2019 Ranger in early 2019 calendar year. And we hope to get a lot more data closer to launch, because we really need to know the power specifications, fuel economy numbers, payload and towing numbers, rear axle ratios, and of course the price is not available yet. So stay tuned to tfltruck.com for a lot more on the upcoming Ford Ranger for United States. It's been almost 8 years since the Ford Ranger was last available. I cannot wait to drive it.